What do a declining empire, the roar of engines, and a black stain spreading across the ocean have in common? The answer is BP, British Petroleum. A company that was born to dominate the world but has had to deal with disasters, accusations, and a tarnished reputation. An empire seeks oil. Let's go back to 1908. Great Britain, the Queen of the Seas, needs fuel to power its fleet, the heart of its empire. Coal is falling behind. The solution? Oil. But the sources are in Persia, a volatile and distant territory. William Knox Darcy, an entrepreneur with a nose for risk, obtains a concession to search for oil in Persia. After years of drought and growing debts, fortune smiles. In 1908, the first commercially viable oil well in the Middle East begins to spew black gold. The Anglo-Persian Oil Company is born, the seed of what we know today as BP. Born in war, grown in boom. The First World War transforms Anglo-Persian into a strategic asset for the United Kingdom. The British government, aware of its importance, acquires a majority stake. Oil fuels tanks, planes, and war machinery. In 1935, Persia changes its name to Iran, and the company is renamed the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company. The post-war period brings unprecedented economic boom. Cars multiply, cities grow, and the demand for oil skyrockets. The Anglo-Iranian Oil Company expands, builds refineries and pipelines, and becomes one of the largest companies in the world. Crisis and rebirth. But the bonanza does not last forever. In 1951, Iranian Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh nationalizes the oil industry. The Anglo-Iranian Oil Company loses its main source of income. It is a devastating blow. Great Britain, with the support of the United States, orchestrates a coup to overthrow Mossadegh and restore control over oil. The Anglo-Iranian Oil Company is reborn from its ashes, but with a new name, British Petroleum, or BP. The era of the giant. BP consolidates itself as one of the Seven Sisters, the companies that dominate the world oil industry. It explores new deposits in Alaska and the North Sea, invests in innovative technologies, and diversifies its business. The green and yellow logo becomes synonymous with power and prosperity. But the shadow of controversy has always accompanied BP. Its operations in countries with authoritarian regimes, its questionable environmental practices, and its industrial accidents have made it a target of criticism and protests. The Gulf disaster. In 2010, the Deepwater Horizon platform explodes in the Gulf of Mexico. 11 workers die, and a torrent of oil begins to pollute the waters. It is the worst oil spill in U.S. history. BP's image sinks along with the platform. The company faces multi-million-dollar lawsuits, a thorough investigation, and a relentless smear campaign. The Gulf disaster becomes a symbol of corporate irresponsibility and environmental damage. The myth of the logo. And here we enter the realm of myths and urban legends. Did you know that the BP logo, that stylized sun called Helios, has been the subject of numerous conspiracy theories? Some believe that the logo is a subliminal representation of the Eye of Horus, a symbol associated with the Illuminati and the New World Order. Others claim that the yellow sun is a mockery of environmentalists, a way of saying that BP controls the energy of the planet. Of course, the official version is much simpler. The logo represents energy, light, and nature. But the controversy persists, fueled by distrust of a company that has been at the center of so many scandals. BP today? Today, BP presents itself as a company committed to the energy transition. It invests in renewable energies, promises to reduce its carbon emissions, and strives to improve its image. But the past weighs heavily. The wound from the Gulf of Mexico has not yet healed, and the shadow of doubt continues to hover over the company. BP is a giant with feet of clay, a company that has built its empire on oil but now faces the urgency of reinventing itself. Final thought. BP is much more than a brand. It is a symbol of human ambition, the search for resources, and the impact we have on the planet. A story of power, wealth, disasters, and controversies. Because sometimes, behind a simple logo, there is a whole story that few know. If you liked this journey through the history of BP, like the video and subscribe to the Midas Y Marcus channel to discover more fascinating stories behind the brands that surround us.